What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing, man? It's been a minute. Y'all. I miss y'all, man. It's been about a month, a little over a month since I dropped. But I'm back with another one for y'all tonight, for sure. So today we talking about a place called Molly Stark Sanitarium. It is located it was located in Louisville, Ohio. So Molly Stark Sanatorium, it opened in the year of 1929 to serve the tuberculosis patients around that era of time. So Molly Stark Sanatorium had 128 patients. So when they first opened in 1929, the hospital was opened up only for kids that actually had tuberculosis disease. And so they believed that, sunlight, sleep, sunlight, and air was the treatment for tuberculosis. That's what they believed. So in 1952, they had an expansion on the east and the west wing, and they increased the patient cavity from 128 to 230. And as they increased their capacity, their cavity of patients at the sanitarium, it no longer was for kids anymore. So kids no longer went there for tuberculosis disease to try to get cured. It actually ended up turning into grown-ups. So they actually had grown-ups, and they actually had 230 grown-ups to be exact. Once they stopped the service of curing the kids and turned to adult. So Molly Stark Sanatorium, it was a nice sized place. It wasn't too big, but it was a little big. So they sat on about 40 acres of land. Molly Stark Sanatorium had 5 main buildings connected by a network of underground tunnels. So back then, besides what you see as far as the patients and the different wings and stuff, really anything that the employees did or the doctors did, they ran it all through the tunnels. So, that's a fun fact. Molly Stark Sanitarium facility campus had a massive 128 bed Spanish. So they had kind of like a Spanish colonial look. It was a Spanish architecture. The building was a Spanish architect design. So the main building, they had a main building. They had cottages for children. But for the kids' cottages, that was like separate away from like the main building, the main hospital, or whatever you want to call it. They only had 38 beds, like in the cottages that was a little outside somewhere. So only 38 patients could fit in there. So they had a nurse and a superintendent quarters and a central main power plant that pretty much powered the entire facility or anything that was involved on that grounds of Molly Stark Sanitarium. So guys, all the structures were connected by 1,200 feet of underground tunnels. So it was actually 1,200 feet running of underground tunnels, which is insane. Long tunnels, very, very long tunnels. Molly Stark Sanitarium was built with large balconies, large windows to maximize sunlight, air exposure to heal patients with tuberculosis, as we said. Molly Stark Sanitarium would close in the year of 1995 due to declining patients, outdated infrastructure, and high cost to maintain the sanitarium to run. So even though the sanitarium closed down as a sanitarium in 1995, it actually didn't close down overall. It actually turned into, I believe it was Molly Stark Hospital, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, guys, I got a couple facts here. So Molly Stark Sanitarium facts. So the state built Molly Stark Sanitarium. It actually cost $1 million to build it. Um, Once again, it was built actually. They had Spanish architecture, and that was kind of like how the vibe was. The vibe and the look was like a Spanish architecture to make you feel more like I don't know, you were more like at home or in a dorm or something like that. It wasn't meant to be harsh. It wasn't meant to be well, the look anyway. Um, so anyway, Molly Stark Sanitarium, they operated for 66 years before they even closed in 1995, which is a crazy fact. 66 years is a very long time. So guys, that's all I have for Molly Stark Sanitarium. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys. I'm grateful and thankful for y'all. Thank you so much. And I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Y'all know that. Please stay blessed, stay safe. And I got more on the way for y'all. You know it.